Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Rini and I share DIY home decor videos here on my channel. Today we're going to do some textured wall art projects. So I used two different kinds of fabric for these DIYs and I really hope you're going to like them. So before we get started, I'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already and click the bell icon to get notified every single time I post a new video on my channel. So let's dive right into the DIYs. For making our first wall art, we're going to use a 12 by 16 inches canvas. To paint it, I'm using this terracotta acrylic paint. I'm going to paint the whole canvas with this color. Also, I plan to apply 2 coats of paint and let the first coat completely dry before applying the second. I'm going to paint all the 4 edges as well. I got these 2 by 3 inch denim patches from Walmart's craft section. There are 8 patches and they come in 4 different colors. We're also going to need a needle and a white embroidery floss to stitch the patches together. First, we'll arrange the patches however we like. Now I'm going to thread the needle, cut the embroidery floss and make a knot in its end. I'm holding 2 pieces together and after ensuring they're properly lined up, I'm joining them together using overstitch method. So basically, I'm bringing the needle through the back of the first patch, going over the second patch and poking the needle into the second patch, pulling the thread through the top. Again, I'm bringing the needle through the back of the first patch and repeating the same process. In order to get a better grip on the pieces, I'm stitching right above the point where I'm pinching them together. Once the patches are stitched together, I'm turning it over and pulling the needle through the last stitch. Then I'm making a loop and tying a knot to secure the stitching. Then we're going to cut the extra thread. Also, I'm trying to keep the stitches straight and the stitch spacing even. In the same way I stitched the other 3 sections. Next, I'm going to take these 2 sections and stitch them together horizontally. I'm using the same overstitch method by pulling the thread through front and back of the fabric and looping it around. Since these are iron-on patches, you can first iron them onto a piece of fabric. This will make the stitching process a lot easier. Now we're going to attach the last section and I decided to apply a very thin layer of hot glue on the back of the denim patches to initially hold them together. I realized I could have done this before to hold the patches together, but that's one of the best things about DIY, we get to learn from our mistakes. After gluing on the last section, I continued making the stitches. Also, it's totally fine if the sides of the denim patches doesn't line up perfectly. To add some finishing touches, I'm using overstitch method to wrap the thread around all the 4 edges. After the denim patchwork is done, I'm taking the canvas we painted before and placing the patchwork on it. I'm trying to position it towards the center of the canvas and I'm using a ruler in order to ensure the spacing is equal on both sides. And finally, I'm using some hot glue to adhere the patchwork to the canvas. We also want to apply a very thin layer of hot glue to make the patchwork look neat. So this completes our DIY denim patchwork wall art. If you don't have denim patches, you can cut out rectangular pieces of fabric to get similar result. Also, I recommend going for fabric pieces which are a little bit thick so we can sew them easily. For the next wall art, I'm taking a 8 by 10 inch canvas. Next, I'm grabbing a gauze bandage roll which is about 2.5 inch wide. My first step is to place the cloth on the canvas, then turn it over and measure how much length is needed. Then I'm cutting it to size and using this piece as a guide, I'm going to cut 4 more pieces. I figured 5 pieces of cloth should be sufficient to cover the whole canvas. I'm going to start wrapping the pieces around the canvas starting from the bottom. So I'm placing a piece on the canvas and turning it over. Then with some hot glue, I'm attaching the end of the piece to the wooden frame. I'm using the nozzle of my glue gun to sort of melt the hot glue into the cloth so everything is secured. Now I'm grabbing the other end of the piece and pulling it tight. Then again I'm attaching the end to the back of the frame with hot glue. Next I'm taking another piece of cloth and slightly layering it over our first piece. I kept the intersection between the two layers about 2 centimeters wide. Then we're going to glue down the piece to the canvas. Also, I figured it's easier if we first attach the end of the piece to the wooden frame right on the back of the canvas. Then glue it down to the interior part of the frame if we want additional support. So we're going to continue layering the cloth pieces and wrapping them around the canvas. Now we're going to need Mod Podge and a foam brush. Also, we want to make sure not to apply Mod Podge on the frayed edges of the cloth pieces. I'm slathering Mod Podge onto the gauze fabric with the help of my sponge brush. I'm going to continue smearing the Mod Podge on all the layers, and while doing so, I am lifting the frayed edging of the cloth. This will help separating the layers from each other and will also add more texture when we paint them. We want to apply a generous amount of Mod Podge. This will allow the cloth to adhere to the canvas. Now I'm going to apply Mod Podge on all the 4 sides of the canvas. Before allowing it to dry, I am lifting the edges of all the layers a little bit to prevent them from sticking to the canvas. Now that the canvas is completely dry, I'm going to paint all the layers. For the first layer, I'm mixing up some gray and blush pink acrylic paint. I'm applying the paint using a flat brush, and we also want to ensure the paint gets into all the nooks and crannies. We are also going to paint the sides with the same color. Now I'm taking the paint and applying it right on the intersection between the 2 layers. This will make the transition look nice and blended when we paint the next layer. After letting the first layer dry, I'm moving on to the next layer. So I'm mixing up some blush pink, brown, and a tinge of black to get a dusty pink color, and then I'm painting the section with it. For the next layer, we're going to mix some pink, red, black, and a bit of terracotta acrylic paint to get a mauve color. Then I mix some terracotta and white for the next layer. For this DIY, I went for a sunset color palette, if you will. You can customize it to any color palette you like. And for the last layer, I mixed up some brown and terracotta paint. This is the darkest color in our palette, and I went for an ombre effect, transitioning from the lightest color to the darkest. This completes our layered wall art using gauze cloth. I love the texture on the canvas created by the cloth, and I am also happy with the color palette I went for. That's all for today, and I really hope you liked the video. Comment down below which wall art is your favorite. If you recreate any of these DIYs, I'd love to see them, so you can tag me on Instagram at DustyHues. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one.